talk to you about briefly today was the Canabis Rex speaker being made by Eminence. It's the non-smokable version, so I don't want you to think that if you get into a bind you can roll up your speaker and smoke it. But it does sound odd, and it did sound odd to me many years ago when people were talking about hemp and things of that nature. But I wanted to testify a little bit on the speaker because my career early on was really based on electro voice speakers and a very clean sound when I was playing a lot of country music, and I've switched over to a little bit more browner sound and a lot more blues and using a different instrument, my signature guitar by Reverend, and just a different sound for me. And I tried out these speakers. Kobe Stein sent one over for me to try out, and I A-B'd it with some other stuff that I was using. And I must say I was really impressed. Most of the time, my thing is you don't really want to notice the speaker. That was my mode of operation. And if you do notice it, you should notice it in a good way and not in a bad way. Most of the time, you'll know. In my case, I would notice a speaker in a bad way and not like it. And then, hence, the EVs were like a clear window to the public. But this speaker has been an amazing adjustment for me in listening to speakers and how they respond and react. And I must say, from the speaker that was in this before, which will go unnamed, the response the speaker seems to have, the only way I can describe it is that from ground zero to the bottom of the tone to the top of the tone, it is just a complete and even climb to where the tone dies off at the top. So there's no spike, there's no bump of any kind that I perceive in these speakers for me. And that was the biggest difference. So it was like actually a controllable window that I enjoyed, having my sound flow through to the public and to the listener. So it's just a very pleasing kind of clear speaker that doesn't color your sound, doesn't hype your sound, but anything that it would add to the sound, it seemed to be very even and responsive. I know you're not going to hear a lot because we're not A-B'ing it with other speakers, but I'll just play a little bit on this speaker. Go to a brighter sound. Warmer sound. Middle pickup. Cannabis. Don't smoke it, play it.